Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this week's energy reading for the collective. So my name is Lindsay Banks. I work as a psychic medium intuitive. So I've got Instagram going live and YouTube at the same time here. So we'll see how that works. Over on Instagram, I've chosen a local charity to where basically any donations can be sent to for these readings. So if you are watching this on YouTube and want to join me over on Instagram, it's at Lindsay Banks 111. If you're watching me on Instagram, then welcome. I've chose a local charity where basically if you enjoy the reading and if you've got a couple of pounds to donate, every little helps, doesn't it? So this week we've got the full moon going into Aquarius on Monday. So if you're feeling quite emotional today, a little bit sort of like all over the place, then just be aware that we have that coming up. So the full moon is generally this time for releasing and letting go of that which no longer serves you. So you may feel that you're decluttering your house. You may feel like quite emotional, as if you want to cry. But just be aware of that going on. And we're currently in what is called the Lion's Gate portal. And I was listening to an interesting meditation by a chap called Steve Noble, who's on YouTube. And he did a meditation 3 years ago. And he was talking about how every year this portal gets bigger and bigger. And we have the peak of it on the 8th of August. So I feel like this week, externally, in our environment, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of changes being made, and it's quite sudden as well. So I feel like it's like 1 minute you know where you are and you're like, right, this is where I'm meant to be and this is what I'm doing, but then it feels like the next minute everything's changed and flipped on its head. So I feel like this week it's about really tuning in and being really centered and finding your space of like inner calm. And how can you remain in that calm and centered and like grounded place with everything that's going on and whirling around you? So, excuse me, I'm just shuffling some angel cards now just to see what the angel cards say. But yeah, let's see what we've got. I still can't believe that we're in August. This year is just flying by. Okay, yeah. So I'll share some of the angel cards that I've got so far. So the first one we've got is Mother Earth. So this one says, feel loved and comforted. And I feel like this is, it's to do with loving yourself and mothering yourself, yeah, and nurturing yourself as well. So what is it that you can do this week in order to feel safe, secure, and loved? Okay. Excuse me. It feels very much like there's a real goddess energy coming through, and it feels very much like whether you have your mother here in the physical or if you can't be with her at this time, it very much feels as if it's like spirit want to put their arms around everyone at the minute, and it feels like you're having like this big hug to hold you really tight and really secure. And it's allowing yourself to feel that love as well. And what can you do? Like I said, when there's all this stuff going on around, all these external stuff, yeah, mainstream media, politics, etc., how can you allow yourself to feel that love and comfort within whilst everything else is going on? So then we'll get this card. I think this card's come up a couple of times in readings as well. So this one's Alchemy. And I feel like with this card, it's a reminder for all of us that we can turn whatever is going on into something else. Does that make sense? So it's like, if we are starting to feel, and there's a lot of anger at the minute, in the collective, there's a lot of fear coming up, but how can you turn that anger into something that you're really passionate about? Okay, so if you read something and you get really annoyed about it and you get really angry about it, what action can you take to turn that into something which is going to have a more positive result? Okay, so it may be that I don't know, maybe someone says something on Facebook and you feel your blood starting to boil and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that person said that. Did you? I don't know if you just saw that. There was like an orb went across the screen. Anyway, so with that anger, rather than reacting straight away to that person, yeah, how can you turn that anger or whatever is being maybe projected towards you into something more loving? Okay, because it's within like all of us to be able to choose our emotions, yeah, and to be able to choose how we respond and react to stuff that's going on around us, to stuff that's being said, to stuff that we are hearing, and to stuff that we are listening to. And I feel very much it's like excuse me, on one side of this angel we've got this darkness, and on the other side it's this lightness. So how do we as individuals turn that darkness, that fear, yeah, that negativity, that anger, how can we turn that into light? Yeah. And like I said, it's within all of us to be able to do that. It's choosing what we do with that shadow side, yeah, and with those emotions that maybe feel uncomfortable. Yeah. I just feel as if it's like, for, like I said, for everyone, if there's any anger that you're feeling towards something that you're hearing, that you're listening to, flip it. Yeah. So turn that anger into something that you can get passionate about and really put everything into, and use that anger as a drive for something else. Okay. That's what I feel with that card. And then the next card we get is commitment. And I feel this is really apt because, excuse me, I've just shared a couple of things on my Facebook page. So I'm over on Facebook at Lindsay Banks, and it's around child trafficking, and with some of the stuff that's been going on, which is horrendous. I feel like this is making that commitment to protect our children, to stand up for our children. And I feel as if this card as well is about, as adults, we have a voice, yeah, and it's about us using our voices for those who can't. Okay, so yeah, that's what I feel like with this card, and knowing that you're protected, that your children are protected by spirit, but making that commitment to be like, actually, this cannot continue. Yeah, we cannot continue to live in a world where child sex trafficking and abuse is happening. Yeah, so making that commitment to yourself, to educate yourself if you have no idea what I'm talking about, to have that awareness, and then to take action. So what action can you take? So that action might be that you share a post about something, or you're sharing awareness. It might be that you decide to join one of the Facebook groups where they're organizing marches and they're organizing walks and etc. So what commitment can you make this week to protecting children? Yeah. And using your voice to help others. Okay. That's the feeling I get with that card. Oh. Okay. So then we've got Goddess of Oneness. And I feel as if this card, so it says someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the minute, but I feel as if this card's more to do with how we are all connected and this interconnectedness between everyone. And I feel like it's a reminder that it's like, I feel like there's this like ball starts rolling. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you share something and then someone else, I keep losing my voice, sorry. Someone else will then share that, which will then share that. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like this is a reminder that we stand, yeah, in our truth, we stand in our light, yeah, and we start spreading different seeds. And whether it's a conversation, like I said, whether you're sharing a social media post, whether you're tagging someone, whether you're liking someone else's stuff, yeah, it's like all of these bits are coming out of you and are leading to different people and different situations and different paths. Yeah, but I feel as if it's very much around standing in your ground as well. And like I was saying earlier, you know, there's a lot of anger that's coming up, and when you move back, when you take a step back from whatever it is that's making you angry and really asking yourself, right, what do I believe? Yeah, what are my truths? What am I comfortable doing? What am I comfortable not doing? Yeah, and really understanding your own values and beliefs, it then makes it easier to go out into the external world to be you. Yeah, and if you're challenged, then it means you're confident in your decision, you're confident in your answer, you're confident in what you can say. Whereas if you're not exactly sure of your reasons for doing whatever it is you're doing, for your actions, then it makes you feel anxious when you go out into the external world. I keep saying external world, but do you know what I mean? It makes you feel more anxious. Whereas if you're very like, actually, the reason I am doing this is because of this, then you're more confident. Okay, so then we get distant thunder, which says clear the air. Okay, so we have had some quite awesome lightning storms and thunder and lightning here in the UK over the last couple of days. But this very much feels about, you know, I feel like with this card, you see how like it's like the princess is trapped in this tower. I feel like she's trapped, and I feel like it's observing. She can see what's coming, yeah, but I feel like it's up to her to tell everyone else what's going on and what's coming. So even though the message is clear the air, I feel like it's more to do, it's about speaking your truth, yeah, and it's about sharing what you know. And I feel the words that I'm getting is about, it's about stepping out of your ivory tower, yeah. So if you're in a space where it's like, you know, I feel safe, I feel comfortable, this is the time to be like, actually, I need to step out of that now. I need to go beyond my comfort zone. Yeah. I need to really engage with what's going on. Yeah. That's what I feel with that card. It's about, I just keep getting coming out of your ivory tower. Not that many of us obviously live in ivory towers, but you know, it's coming from the comfort of your own home and going, you know what, I can see the thunder's coming and I can see the lightning's coming, but I need to get out there and I need to be in it. Sounds a bit random, but there it is. Okay. And this is what it's all about. Freedom. Okay. So, okay. Let me show I start with this one. Okay. I feel like with this card, it's like, how do you value your freedom? What does freedom look like to you? Okay. Is it about staying locked up in your tower? Yeah. Or is it about coming out? Yeah. And sharing your truths, your opinions, yeah, your values without it's like without fear of repercussion. Yeah. So if you feel like you've had to keep your opinions to yourself, if you feel like you haven't been able to say what you really want to say, now is the time to say it, because our freedom is so important. That's what, you know, that's why we're here. We are here to be free, and we're not here to be locked away and told what we can and cannot say. Yeah. So I feel like this is very much the underlying message for this week. How can you choose to be free in this world? And the thing is, when you choose your freedom over anything else, you're then, like this Goddess of Oneness card, you're then showing others how you are being free. Yeah. And how you have, I want to say, like, liberated yourself. Okay, so by you choosing freedom, you will be inspiring others to choose freedom also for themselves. And for those people who don't choose it or who don't want to know, yeah, I don't know what you can say about that. But I feel strongly in my heart that this is a huge message for all of us this week. Yeah. How far will you allow your freedom to be taken away from you as a human being, as a soul, as a spirit? Yeah. Your spirit can't be trapped. Your spirit can't be locked up, yeah, in that ivory tower. Your spirit and your soul is free. But as a physical being in this body, yeah, we don't always feel that way. So this week, yeah, where are your limits in terms of your freedom and your sovereignty? Yeah. So I feel as if, there might be other people that feel angry about your decisions and what freedom means to you. Yeah. But stand strong in your power, in your beliefs. Yeah. Because this is what we are currently standing for or fighting for at the minute. We are fighting for freedom, every one of us. Okay. So I will leave you with those messages. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're just starting to watch, or if you're at the beginning, do go back and watch and just let me know that you've watched through replay. Thank you very much to everyone for joining me. Have a fabulous week. Happy full moon. Happy Lionsgate portal. And I will see you all again next week. Okay, take care, lovelies. Bye.